The general election creeps closer. Yakima County Fire District 5 is hoping voters will approve the first bond the district has ever requested. And an arrest has been made in connection with a suspected arson in Walla Walla back in August.
And it's a weather alert day with a freeze warning throughout our areas tonight and morning showers. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. Midweek is already here. Riley, that's always good news.
Always good news. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, but it's awful chilly out there this morning.
Oh, it was.
But
yes,
we're going to crank that down even further as we get to overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. We already have some shower activity as well. A lot going on, Riley.
Yes, there is.
Let's take a look outside at our Columbia Point Sky Cam. Again, folks, we're seeing some shower activity throughout our areas, and it is a weather alert day. Freezing temperatures, all of our areas through next week, and it's going to start late tonight with a freeze warning. So we have still widespread showers, heavy at times. So get ready for more showers for the next couple of hours. And look at this, a big old lightning bolt to the west side of the Cascades. I don't think we're going to see any lightning, but we're definitely going to keep an eye out for that. But these showers will continue to move on. Most of our shower activity today will be in the morning hours. So highs today, mid to upper 40s. Yes, we are cooling down even more, and that's going to continue into tomorrow, though we're going to be right around that 50-degree mark for the Tri-Cities, but then much cooler as we get to our evening hours. And again, most of the shower activity will be relegated to the morning hours, maybe a spritz or two. So scattered showers mostly in the morning, even cooler today, freezing overnight. I'll explain why we have a weather alert day coming up in my first alert weather forecast, but right now we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. For the first time, Yakima County Fire District 5 is asking voters to approve an $18 million bond on the upcoming November 7th ballot. The plan is for the money to be used to replace older equipment and renovate 3 fire stations that are nearly 70 years old. One of the biggest concerns fire officials say is that the current facilities don't have modern decontamination facilities, meaning it's much more difficult to remove carcinogens like asbestos and diesel exhaust, as well as medical products that stick to their clothing and skin and can negatively impact their health.
If you've ever envisioned a very small bathroom sink, that is kind of what we have. Sometimes we do gross decontamination with a garden hose or a fire hose outside to do that. Obviously, it doesn't work well in the wintertime, but it is what it is, and we do the best we can.
Coming up later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll take a closer look at the fire district's needs and the expected cost to voters. 33-year-old Matthew Hammond of Walla Walla has been arrested and booked into the Walla Walla County Jail on probable cause in connection with a fire at 409 West Reeves Avenue on August 7th. A DNA sample collected from the crime scene returned from the Washington State Crime Lab, matching Hammond's DNA, which was already on file from a previous felony conviction. On October 24th, Hammond was located and arrested for arson in the second degree, burglary in the second degree, and malicious mischief in the second degree. Other fires in the area over the past several months are still being investigated. The sentencing of Gabriel Valdez took place yesterday after a guilty plea to 2 counts of rape of a child in the first degree. Valdez was first charged in November of 2017, and a nationwide warrant was issued for his arrest after he failed to appear to court in 2019. In 2020, Valdez was found and arrested in Louisiana and extradited back to Benton County. Yesterday, Valdez was sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of release after 236 months. A Washington state lawmaker was arrested on a gun charge at a Hong Kong International Airport Saturday in an incident he says was an honest mistake. Republican State Senator Jeff Wilson appeared in the Sha Tin Magistrates Court Monday and was granted bail. He said he did not remember he had packed his pistol in his briefcase. He and his wife were traveling for a 5-week vacation to Southeast Asia. According to a statement on Wilson's website, baggage screeners failed to note the firearm when he passed through airport security in Portland. Wilson said he, quote, discovered the weapon mid-flight between San Francisco and Hong Kong. When the plane landed, he immediately told Customs about the issue. Authorities charged Wilson with possession of a firearm without a license. The offense is punishable by up to 14 years in prison and a fine of more than $12,000. Wilson is due back in court in Hong Kong on October 30th. He noted in his statement that his pistol is registered in Washington state and he holds a concealed pistol license. The off-duty pilot accused of trying to shut down the engines of an Alaska Airlines plane mid-flight was in court Tuesday, facing 83 counts of attempted murder. 44-year-old Joseph Emerson has reportedly admitted to authorities what he tried to do, but claims he was on drugs at the time of the incident. Court documents released Tuesday say Emerson told officers he was having a nervous breakdown and he had not slept in 40 hours. Emerson allegedly denied he was on any medications, but allegedly told authorities he had taken psychedelic mushrooms before the flight. At the Port of Portland Police Department, Emerson allegedly waived his right to an attorney, saying, quote, "I'm admitting to what I did. I'm not fighting any charges you want to bring against me, guys." The federal charge, if convicted, carries a possible sentence of 20 years in prison. The first of a pair of local traffic alerts affecting drivers in West Richland. According to the Benton County Facebook page, Highway 224 between mileposts 5 and 6 in West Richland is closed this week. The closure is intended to allow crews to conduct utility work. A detour sends traffic to Paradise Way, Keene Road, and Rupert Road. The highway is scheduled to reopen Friday evening. Starting at 9 a.m. today, city contractors will begin paving Gage Boulevard and Steptoe Street in Kennewick. Work will cause temporary single-lane and double-lane closures on Gage Boulevard and both southbound and northbound full road closures on Steptoe Street until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Northbound Steptoe Street will be closed at Toucannon Avenue and southbound Steptoe Street will be closed at Victoria Avenue. Tomorrow, work will require northbound and southbound Steptoe Street closures between the hours of 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Detours will be in place and drivers can expect delays. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
With freezing temperatures, or at least near it overnight tonight into tomorrow. We still have some residual showers from yesterday. A lot to talk about with a cooler Wednesday on the way. That's coming up.
And a new study shows the shocking toll the last few years have taken on health workers' own mental health. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
I met Anidas 10 years ago when he first came to New America. He didn't have bad credit, but he just had no credit to begin with. I took the time to really go over some options with him and figure out what steps he needed to take in order for him to build that positive credit to the point where fast forward 10 years down the road, he's got his business account with Numerica, he's got his personal accounts with Numerica, and he's looking to buy his second home also with Numerica. That was a sense of fulfillment for me in saying, hey, I helped him get through these steps.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Dear road rivals, you may have four wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Live better and love your home with the unique items and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our team of designers has given life to new construction and new life to remodeling projects for 30 years. With our personal approach, Spencer Carlson makes it so easy for you to enjoy the shopping and design experience. You'll love the process as much as you'll love the results. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Since 1975, the Tri-Cities Food Bank has been meeting the need of the hungry here in our community, 40% of which are children. Yolks and McCurley. They do this food drive, which we count on every year. When people go and buy a car there, they are supporting the Tri-Cities Food Bank. And we can never say thank you enough.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
It's the greatest harvest on earth. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, a new survey is sounding the alarm on mental health crisis for healthcare workers around the country. Researchers from the CDC used data from a nationwide survey between 2018 and 2022. The report found nearly half of health workers reported feeling burned out in 2022, and reports of harassment at work more than doubled. Workers who reported being harassed were 5 times as likely to report anxiety compared to those who were not. The CDC report also revealed health workers face worse mental health outcomes compared to employees in other industries. The report comes on the heels of the largest healthcare worker strike in U.S. history. 75,000 unionized employees from Kaiser Permanente cited feelings of burnout and chronic staffing shortages during a walkout in multiple states. That study also found that healthcare workers who trusted their management had enough time to complete their work and receive support from supervisors were less likely to report burnout. Ever have a chip and, well, then another and then another? Before you know it, you've eaten an entire bag? Well, that might be more to do with the food's addictive quality than your self-control. A study published in the British Medical Health Journal has found that ultra-processed foods may be as addictive as cigarettes or heroin. Think ice cream, chips, French fries, soda, cake, and cookies. They are high in fat, carbohydrates, and sugar with little to no nutritional value. According to the study, the combination of refined carbohydrates and fats has a supra-addictive effect on brain reward systems. In total, researchers say 14% of adults and 12% of children are addicted to ultra-processed foods. The number of abortions increased in the United States over the last year. A new report from the Society of Family Planning found there were about 2,200 more abortions over the course of the year since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. But the decision heavily impacted where those abortions were performed. There were about 115,000 fewer abortions in the 17 states with total of 6-week ban in effect. That contrasts to the 33 states where abortion is still legal, recording nearly 117,000 more abortions. Experts say much of the increase came from patients who traveled from states with bans or restrictions. The new report didn't capture how widespread travel had come for abortion. Coming up, to quote Game of Thrones, winter is coming, and it's important to make sure your vehicle is ready for those cold conditions. We'll give you a few ways coming right up. Also, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. It is a weather alert day, and we have a lot of changes on the way. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side, and confidence in your real estate journey.
Bruno! Bruno! Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Road makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $389 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
I'm Dr. Rachel Fedino, CEO of New U Women's Clinic and Aesthetics. And here at New U, we want to provide a unique experience for our patients. I wanted to provide a place where patients can come and they can feel heard and listened to and really in control of their healthcare decisions.
Coming here has been life-changing for me with the incredible help of the staff who I feel like have become my friends. And the program itself, it's encouraging, supporting. I've seen great results and I don't feel like I have to yo-yo anymore.
New U Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is the Tri-Cities premier medical spa and wellness destination, offering exceptional care tailored to the patient's needs. New U is honored to have won Best Awards for Medical Facility, Cosmetic Surgery, and Women's Clinic. Experience the difference at New U Women's Clinic and Aesthetics. Book your appointment today to discover the new you.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you, your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Mira Sorvino, you are one of 2 Oscar winners to ever play Celebrity Jeopardy.
Oh, wow.
What is below the equator?
What are bears?
What is Quidditch? Yes, you're good on fictional sports, too.
This is the career highlight.
Celebrity Jeopardy, new tonight on ABC.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek, and look at this view from our Skycam, looking very October-like, and well, that is apropos. We are in that time of year. We do have a weather alert day to talk about freezing temperatures all of our areas and through next week, and it starts tonight with a freeze warning. So we still have some shower activity, heavy at times, and we've been seeing quite a lot of shower activity through the evening hours. This is finally going to come to an end. Then we're just going to see some scattered showers as we move into our day. So here's our future cast that is going to move off into the east, and then we're just going to see little bits and pieces of showers, and that's going to persist maybe just near Pendleton. We'll see a little bit of snow going into our evening, but definitely going to be falling into the Blue Mountain region. Then as we get to Thursday, a little bit of clearing, but still maybe little bits and pieces of shower activity coming in, and we could see a little bit of AM showers, maybe even some rain-snow mix for Walla Walla and Pendleton, maybe even Yakima as well. So we're going to keep a close eye on that as we get closer. Folks, it's looking very chilly. Also, winter weather advisory for the Cascades, 5 inches of additional snow above 3,000 feet. Now, all of our passes in the Cascades have traction tires advised right now. Usually they don't give warnings like that before November 1st, but we certainly have it now. Here's a recent photo of Snoqualmie Pass at the summit. You can see the snow off to the side, still wet and bare on the roads. So still the first significant snowfall of the season. Temperatures right now, we are in the mid to upper to lower 40s, 38 for Ellensburg. Much cooler conditions will be around tomorrow at this time. We're going to be hovering near or below or above that freezing mark. And we do have that freeze warning starting 11 p.m. tonight to 9 a.m. tomorrow. And this is a warning for agricultural workers that they need to protect their crops if need be due to freezing conditions overnight. So we're going to be near it or just above or just below the freezing mark overnight tonight for all of our cities. A little bit of wind out there along the Blue Mountain region. We're in the mid-teens. We could see for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountains around 10 to 15 mile per hour winds today, making it even chillier. Then we'll see light winds more or less towards our weekend. So our highs today, we're in those mid to lower 40s across the board. My goodness, it is just getting chillier and chillier. Over in the Mid-Columbia, we're right in those mid to upper 40s. 54 though for Hermiston, 50 for the Tri-Cities. So the more south you are, the little bit warmer you are. In the Blue Mountain region, we're in those lower 50s. 7-day forecast, and for Yakima, we're right in those mid 40s through Halloween, which is a week from yesterday. There's the kitty on the jack-o'-lantern. Overnight lows for the week ahead are below the freezing mark. well below for our weekend and into our next work week. So folks, chilly conditions are definitely here. Tri-Cities area, we're going to cool down a bit to the mid to upper 40s starting tomorrow. Overnight lows near or at the freezing mark, and then back to the mid 20s as we get into our next work week. Clearing though for our weekend into our next work week. Best chance for shower activity really this morning for the Tri-Cities, but as I said, we could see some rain snow mix, Pendleton, Walla Walla, even Yakima as we get to Friday morning. So a chilly day today with that weather alert for that freeze warning overnight tonight into tomorrow. Prepare for freezing temperatures.
And with winter conditions on the way, your travel plans could be affected if your vehicle isn't ready for the snow and ice. According to Washington State Patrol, this is a good time to check your tires and their tread depth. If you need new ones, WSP recommends purchasing a new set of tires before the freezing rain and snow hits. The cold weather could negatively impact your battery condition. You'll want to carry chains if you plan to travel over the mountain passes. WSP also encourages people to slow down when driving in winter conditions.
Anytime that the road gets either wet, frozen, or snow on it, the number one thing we see is people are driving way too fast for the roadway conditions. If the speed limit's 70 miles an hour on the interstate and it's got an inch of snow on it, you may have to drive 40, 50 miles an hour.
Trooper Thorson with Washington State Patrol says if you have to travel in inclement weather, make sure to drive with a full tank of gas just in case you get stranded. It's also a good time to prep your garden for the colder temperatures. According to Dennis Fife with the WSU Master Gardener program, not only should you be blowing out your drip lines, but it's a good time to harvest some of your more temperature-sensitive fruits and vegetables. He says not to worry about whether they're fully ripe because some will continue to ripen after they're picked, like bell peppers and tomatoes. Fife also encourages gardeners to plant a cover crop to replace some of the plants they remove.
Planted what was called mustard, along with a little bit of clover with it. And the mustard, it will act as a fumigant and help with the bad nematodes and stuff. The potato industry uses a lot.
Fife says it's also a good time to clear out any yard waste and debris in order to avoid giving pests somewhere to live during the winter. If you have any questions, Fife says the WSU Master Gardeners are always willing to answer any of them. They're available May through October, and you can call in for advice or bring a sample in person to their office. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, a curious or concerning revelation, depending on how you feel about plants, after a new study reveals how plants communicate.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs, that was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
The 2023 Honda CR-V is a car and driver 10 best. RAV4 and Forester are not. CR-V is also car and driver's top-ranked compact SUV. Toyota and Subaru weren't even close. That's because inside and out, the next generation Honda CR-V is bigger, bolder, and more beautiful than ever. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get CR-V with 3.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Since 1975, the Tri-Cities Food Bank has been meeting the need of the hungry here in our community, 40% of which are children. Yokes and McCurley, they do this food drive, which we count on every year. When people go and buy a car there, they are supporting the Tri-Cities Food Bank, and we can never say thank you enough.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Chevrolet.
In 2014, Benton County voters passed an initiative to fund law and justice efforts. For the past 10 years, these funds have kept our citizens safe.
Therapeutic courts means to me an intervention. 5 years ago, my child would not be alive if it weren't for drug court. The police officers in Richland PD, was incredibly helpful. The outcome was beautiful.
Continue to keep Benton County safe. Vote to approve Proposition 1.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back, everyone. If your thumb is a little less than green, that could also be me. Your garden could be talking about you. A new study shows plants warn each other about danger. It maps out how they emit organic compounds when hurt. Neighboring plants pick up on those chemicals and activate defenses.
So prior research suggests plants communicate, but this study goes further. It uses real-time imaging to visibly demonstrate how the process works. This information could help farmers better protect their plants against insect invaders and drought forecasts.
The research is out of the journal Nature Communications this month.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about plants talking to each other?
You know, we're all kind of connected, right? It's a living thing, so it would make sense. So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any hard evidence, but certainly, absolutely. How about you?
I haven't really thought about it much.
Sure.
But I'm not, as I said, I don't have much of a green thumb, but I don't think I've tried enough. That's the thing.
I've killed too many plants.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I killed multiple succulents, and those are hard to kill.
Yes.
Those are very, so.
Well, maybe we should just try a little harder.
I think I should.
Listen a little more to the plants.
There you go.
All right, folks, look outside. We have a weather alert day. I'm going to tell you all about it coming up next.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the House of Representatives is expected to vote today on Republicans' latest nominee for Speaker, Representative Mike Johnson, as Congress hopes to avoid a government shutdown. And Michael Cohen met face-to-face with Donald Trump in court yesterday as the former president and his former lawyer were in the same room together for the first time in nearly 5 years.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple is making it easier to fix your iPhone and other devices. The company has agreed to support a federal right to repair bill. That means the parts, tools, and documents needed to repair Apple products will be made available to independent repair shops nationwide. Next, fans can now access the popular anime service Crunchyroll right from Amazon Prime's video app. It's the world's largest streaming library of anime with over 24,000 hours. There are 2 tiers depending on how much of a fan you are, starting at $7.99 per month. Finally, Google is adding some new features to Google Play Games Beta. It's the service that allows you to play Android games on a PC. The feature includes letting players use console gaming controllers and support for 4K screen resolution on some monitors. I think I'll wait till after the holidays to upgrade to 4K. Call it my New Year's resolution. Those are your Tech Bites.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage? Dryness and frizz that keeps coming back could be damaged hair that can't retain moisture. You need Pantene's Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner. It's filled with provitamins to help hair lock in moisture, visibly repairing 6 months of damage in just 1 use, with no weigh down. Guaranteed or your money back. For hair that looks healthy and stays healthy. If you know it's Pantene.
I got the block and the money. We are the kids on the block. Kids on
There's something going around the Gordon home. Good thing Gertrude found Delsum. Now what's going around is 12-hour cough relief. And the giggles. The family that takes Delsum together feels better together.
After the GOP's earlier pick for the House Speaker withdrew in the face of opposition from Donald Trump and hardline GOP lawmakers, the House of Representatives is expected to vote on the latest nominee later today. Donald Trump and his former lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen came face-to-face yesterday in the former president's ongoing civil fraud case in New York.
And it's a weather alert day with a freeze warning throughout all of our areas overnight tonight with some morning showers. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. And so Halloween is a week from yesterday. So that means we're a week away from November.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't feel like the year has moved that fast.
Zipping by.
Exactly.
I mean, my goodness. And Thanksgiving is early this year. It's the second earliest it can be on the 23rd, I believe. Let's see here.
That's very early.
Yes. So it's the fourth Thursday in November. So we have that coming up. It's just crazy what's going on. Let's take a look outside. We have cool temperatures to talk about. Not necessarily this morning, though. It's not warm, but we have much cooler temperatures on the way overnight tonight. So we have an alert day, freezing temperatures, all of our areas. And these freezing temperatures for many of our cities will persist into next week. So very chilly temperatures on the way. We just want you to get prepared for the first major freeze of the fall. So we do have shower activity. Heavy at times moving through, and it's just almost to the end of its influence in the Tri-Cities. It's moved past Prosser. It's going to continue to move to the east. We even have a little bit of lightning, a quick lightning strike there just to the west of the Cascades. So most of these showers, we could see a scattered shower or two as we move along in our day, but most of the shower activity we're going to see is this morning. Highs are in the mid 40s to mid 50s, a little bit warmer the more south we go. And we're going to be seeing winds 10 to 15 mile per hour, so a little bit of blustery conditions at times. But we're really talking about the freeze coming overnight. So that is going to be happening. Freeze warning throughout all of our areas, even cooler temperatures today and possibly some scattered rain. But the bulk of the rain is done, but we could see some rain-snow mix for some of our cities by Friday morning. I'll break it all down in my first alert weather forecast coming up, but right now I'm going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Representative Mike Johnson is the latest Republican attempting to be the next Speaker of the House. The full House is meeting today to vote on Johnson, the fourth GOP congressman looking to grab the gavel. More than 3 weeks have passed since Representative Kevin McCarthy was kicked out as House Speaker, and since then, the House has basically been at a standstill, unable to pass legislation, even with the threat of a government shutdown looming next month. Johnson says lawmakers will head to the House floor today to make his speakership official, which means Congress can then get back to work.
This is the closest that we have come to being able to cross that finish line. So I think Mike's got the ability to do that. Broad support across the conference, and I'm glad that we're finally able to be at this point. It's been very frustrating for everybody. Those of us here, as we've gone back home, people are very frustrated. They don't understand it, don't know why we can't come together. So I wish it hadn't taken this long. It's a process we had to get through, and we're there.
Johnson told reporters last night that he is, quote, very confident that he will be confirmed as Speaker on Wednesday. Special counsel Jack Smith has granted Mark Meadows immunity in the case against former President Trump for trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election. That's according to a new report from ABC News, which also says Meadows has met with federal prosecutors several times. He reportedly told investigators he did not believe the 2020 election was stolen, and he thinks Trump was dishonest in claiming victory. The exact nature of the deal Meadows has made with prosecutors is not clear. Usually, such deals provide immunity from prosecution if defendants cooperate fully with investigators and testify under oath. Meadows' attorney has not commented on the matter. Trump is pleading not guilty for trying to overturn the results of the election. Donald Trump's former attorney and fixer Michael Cohen took the stand yesterday in the former president's civil fraud trial in New York. He told the court he and former Trump organization CFO Alan Weisselberg manipulated the company's financial documents. Cohen said Trump would tell them what he wanted his net worth to be, then they would reverse engineer asset valuations to achieve that number. The $250 million trial centers around whether Trump's company inflated asset values to get better terms on commercial loans. Cohen also told the court he lied to Congress in 2017 when he claimed he only spoke to Trump about the Trump Tower Moscow project 3 times. He said it was actually 10 times, and he lied about it because Trump asked him to. Cohen said Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner, and others helped him draft that statement. Cohen's testimony reportedly marked the first time in 5 years Cohen and Trump have been in the same room.
This is not about Donald Trump versus Michael Cohen or Michael Cohen versus Donald Trump. This is about accountability, plain and simple, and we leave it up to Judge Engoron in order to make all the determinations on that.
The New York Attorney General's office responded to complaints from one of Trump's attorneys that members of the AG team exposed him to COVID. Trump's legal team says one of its members and 4 of the AG's team members have tested positive. The AG's office says it followed CDC guidelines and notified the court, and the defense decided on their own not to wear masks. Jason Valentine is here with a look at your weather forecast.
Weather alert day, everyone. Freezing temperatures, or at least near it overnight tonight for all of our cities. We're going to get you ready for that first freeze of the year and some AM showers as well. I'll have that coming up.
And dozens of states are suing social media giant Meta for contributing to the youth mental health crisis by knowingly and deliberately designing features on Instagram and Facebook that addict children to its platforms.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $4,200 on an all-electric Nero EV. Now $38,699. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Fred's has the latest Samsung kitchen appliances in stock and on sale. Save up to 15% when you bundle 3 select appliances.
Samsung bespoke models let you customize the look of your kitchen with a huge variety of colors to choose from.
Choose from gas or electric ranges in a variety of colors and styles.
Need a new dishwasher? Samsung dishwashers have dual wash arms and a rotating spray jet to clean even the dirtiest dishes.
Stop by your local Fred's Appliance and see the latest in kitchen appliances.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Is Medicare planning the last thing on your list? If you're approaching retirement age, contact the professionals at Stand Fortier Insurance Services and get answers to all your Medicare insurance questions. Let Stand Fortier guide you through the Medicare maze. Stand Fortier Insurance Services, bringing clarity to the complex.
The nights are cooler, and many Yakima Valley residents still depend on wood-burning devices in their homes as their primary source of heat. New wood pellet stoves or electrical devices are much more efficient and are regulated to control emissions. They're cleaner burning and release fewer harmful air pollutants and carcinogens. Upgrade today with the help of Yakima Regional Clean Air Agency's Wood Stove Change-Out Program. With rebates up to $3,800, you could get a new device at little or no cost to you if you qualify. Call today.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa. I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, about half of the minors using the popular streaming app Twitch are sharing their location. That's according to a study presented at the American Academy of Pediatrics National Conference and Exhibition. The study looked at 100 minors aged 17 and under who streamed popular video game content. It found that minors shared their names 47% of the time, their locations 50% of the time. About 38% also provide schedules of when they would be live, which often showed in what city they were located. Researchers said the platform does take steps to protect kids, like requiring users to be 13 years of age or older, limiting the type of content that can be streamed, and reporting illegal content to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. However, they say those measures can be easily skirted. A Twitch spokesperson said the platform is monitored around the clock for content that violates its youth safety policy, saying it works to quickly remove those accounts. Well, dozens of states are suing Meta, the parent of Instagram and Facebook, over the addiction and harm the social media platforms allegedly cause young people. A federal lawsuit was filed in California Tuesday by more than 30 attorney generals, and the states allege Meta's products were harmed or have harmed young users' mental health, which its addictive features such as infinite news feeds are frequent notifications, and that Instagram has contributed to mental health crisis in the U.S.
Meta is well aware of these harms, yet it continued to develop and implement these features, this behavioral cocaine, to make its platform increasingly addictive to more and more young people.
The federal lawsuit marks the latest attempt by states to rein in large tech platforms over fears that social media companies are fueling a spike in youth depression and suicidal ideation. A young woman's parents are suing Panera over its caffeinated lemonade. They say their 21-year-old daughter died from cardiac arrest a year ago after drinking what the restaurant calls charged lemonade. Sarah Katz knew she had a heart condition known as long QT syndrome. She took medication to control it and limited her caffeine intake. Her parents allege Panera failed to specify how much caffeine the drink has, only saying it's comparable to dark roast coffee. Panera's website indicates a 30-ounce serving of charged lemonade contains 390 milligrams of caffeine. That's slightly less than 400 milligrams per day the FDA says is safe for healthy adults. Katz was a member of Panera's Sip Club, which allows free refills, so it's not clear exactly how much of the drink she had. Coming up, and just a day after surprise extension of the auto worker strike, the UAW has walked off the job on yet another major plant. And folks, I'll return next with your first alert weather forecast. It's a weather alert day. We're going to get you ready for that first freeze of the season. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Hey there, it's Kara here from the Bistro. I wanted to share with you our tuna tacos and our shrimp tacos. These are our version of the fish tacos, and we're all trying to make healthier decisions with our eating. These fish tacos and shrimp tacos are delicious. The first thing we want to do is get a little oil down on the grill or butter. I'm using an olive oil, canola oil blend, and then we're going to stack our tortillas just about a minute on each side. So I am using a 26-30 size on the shrimp. And then I'm going to season them pretty generously with an Old Bay style seasoning. Now we're going to turn the shrimp. We're going to come back to our tortillas. You want to put a little bit of cabbage on the bottom. I'm going to pull them off the grill. Now we're going to add pico de gallo. And then we top with our chipotle sauce. And then we rough chop some cilantro and finish with that. They're light but filling and full of flavor. About 1.5 years ago at the bistro, we brought in a tap cooler and have beer available on tap. Make sure when you're ordering lunch and dinner that you pair a delicious local beer that we have here on tap.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek and quite an October morning. We still have showers out there, heavy at times, kind of sticking around the mid-Columbia right now. But we also have a first alert weather alert day. Freezing temperatures all of our areas through next week, and it starts overnight tonight, and it is going to be feeling very, very chilly very, very soon. So here's the shower activity slowly moving out of the mid-Columbia, sticking where it has been for the last about 12 hours or so in the Blue Mountain region. That's finally going to move on out. We're still seeing some snow into the Cascades, even a lightning bolt just to the west of the Cascades. So shower activity should come to an end pretty swiftly, and we're going to see all of that rain move on the way out, and then we're just going to see some scattered showers possible as we head into today, especially skirting the Pendleton area. As we get into tomorrow, much nicer conditions, but still it is going to be bitterly cold overnight tonight into tomorrow, and then maybe just a little bit of shower activity for your Friday morning and into the afternoon. We're going to keep a close eye on that, but it is looking to be a bit drier than expected. So winter weather advisory still good till 5 o'clock for the Cascades. An additional 5 inches are expected above 3,000 feet. And if you look at a recent photo of the pass, we see quite a bit of snow to the sides, bare and wet on the pavement. They do have traction tires advised for all the passes in the Cascades. So current temperatures, we're in the mid to lower 40s for most of our cities. 38 for Ellensburg. Expect to be around the freezing mark tomorrow at this time, as we're going to see temperatures plunge even more. There is a high pressure system low pressure system off into the Pacific, just churning in cool temperatures from up north. So we do have a freeze warning from 11 p.m. tonight till 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, this is to let agriculture workers know you need to protect your crops, since we are going to see below freezing temperatures, or at least near it, overnight tonight. Wind speeds, a little bit of wind out there along the Blues, Hermiston, 10 miles per hour or so. We could see these winds persist for the day, making things even chillier. Not too much wind though, and we're going to see lighter winds as we head into our weekend itself. All right, for today, our highs mid 40s for Yakima, Toppenish, 42 for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, kind of all over the place. Upper 40s to mid to lower 50s, just a little bit warmer the more south you go. And in the Blue Mountain region, lower 50s. 7-day forecast, and wow, mid 40s for the week ahead. Halloween, let's look ahead a little bit. 48 degrees and partly cloudy skies. 45 today with those morning showers, and then looking better as we head into our weekend. More sunshine, but look at those overnight lows below the freezing mark in the 20s for the week ahead. In the Tri-Cities area, 48 tomorrow, and we're going to stick in those mid to upper 40s through our weekend into our next work week, including Halloween. Overnight tonight, we might be a little above that freezing mark, but we'll be below it as we head to Thursday late night into the rest of our weekend and into our next work week. So chilly conditions on the way overnight tonight. It's our first freeze of the day, hence our weather alert. Get ready for the showers to end this morning, maybe a scattered shower or two. Highs in the mid 40s to mid 50s for your Wednesday.
The United Auto Workers Union has taken its most serious shot yet at General Motors in its 5-week-old strike. 5,000 members walked off the job at Arlington Assembly in Texas, the auto giant's largest plant. It builds GM's very profitable full-size SUVs, the Chevy Tahoe and Suburban, GMC Yukon, and the Cadillac Escalade. The targeted strike came just hours after the company reported third quarter earnings, which grew last quarter despite the strike. GM said it lost $200 million in the first 2 weeks of the strike and an average of $200 million a week in costs in the first 3 weeks of this month. With Arlington now on strike, those weekly losses are likely to jump more than 50%. GM said there was no reason to expand the strike, saying it and the union were making progress at the bargaining table. SAG-AFTRA, along with Hollywood Studios, are set to resume talks on Wednesday after negotiations for a new 3-year union contract picked back up on Tuesday. The meeting comes after the union presented its last counteroffer 2 weeks ago. The proposal was aimed at the union's streaming viewership, which would charge streaming services 57 cents per subscriber. That would create a pool of funds that could be given to members whose work appears on those services. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers had previously said the proposal would create an untenable economic burden. SAG-AFTRA members are also asking for restrictions regarding the use of artificial intelligence and higher wages. The SAG-AFTRA labor strike against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers began on July 14th, 2 months after the members from the Writers Guild of America began their own strike on May 2nd. Richard Roundtree has reportedly passed away. The actor was best known for his role of a tough-talking private eye in 1971's Shaft. The news was confirmed by Roundtree's manager, Patrick McKinn, in a statement to Variety. McKinn says Roundtree's career was a turning point for African-American men in Hollywood. Roundtree was 81 years old. When we come back, a heartwarming story of a long-lost couple interrupted by the Korean War that was reunited 70 years later.
Incredible deals are happening at Spec Buick GMC during our Drive for a Cure campaign. Lease a 2023 Acadia with a third-row seat for as low as $297 a month, or stack the savings up with up to $6,000 purchase allowance on the 2023 Sierra Denali Crew, plus no payments until 2024. You can also get 1.9% financing for 36 months across the Buick lineup. Get a good deal for a great cause during Spec's 5th annual Drive for a Cure event. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
This morning, when you see what Tom Brady, Aaron Judge, and Jason Tatum are doing together on GMA to make some fans' wishes come true, you'll want to cheer. Plus, this week, Shark Tank's Mr. Wonderful and YouTube phenom Ms. Rachel are live. All on
Good Morning America.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
There's a better way to buy pre-owned. Honda True. With multiple tiers of vehicles like Certified Plus and Certified, you get less worries and more benefits. Choose from the latest Honda models, which means less unpredictability and more paths to discover. And get the peace of mind you deserve, with less strings attached and more freedom. Find out why Honda True means less compromise and more of what you love about Honda.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, arriving in members' mailboxes this week. There's 16 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for fall in the Northwest. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
Our hometown. It's more than the regions we live in or the roads we drive on. It's a camaraderie, a belonging. It's working together to be a part of something bigger. Over 1 million pounds of food has been donated over the last 20 years through the Hometown Food Drive. That's countless community partners working together. Still, thousands of people in our community face food insecurity, 40% of them children. But you've always been ready to help. All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to McCurley dealerships or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Chevrolet.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's head a little bit closer to home. Still some residual showers in many of our areas, but they are moving off into the east, and we'll be looking at drier conditions, though partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. For Ellensburg, your high is 42 today as we cool down. It is also a weather alert day with most of our cities seeing freezing temperatures overnight tonight, if not at the freezing mark, very near it. Mid-40s, your highs for the all over the place, also for the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, going to see some morning showers and partly cloudy skies, kind of all over the place, right around that 50-degree mark. And in the Blue Mountain region, a little bit warmer, a lot of lower 50s, even in Boardman, Athena, and Heppner, you're at 49. I'll get you ready for that weather alert day coming right up.
A long-lost couple interrupted by the Korean War has been reunited 70 years after they met. Drew Mickelson was there for their reunion in Issaquah on Monday.
Did you sleep last night?
Oh, yeah. It's like Christmas morning, a birthday party, and the first visit from the Tooth Fairy, all in one.
I think about her all the time.
Everyone at Revel Issaquah has been looking forward to this day.
Claude has a very special guest coming over.
But no one has waited as long as Claude.
I have not seen her since 1958. That's her. She won the prettiest lady on campus when she went to college. And they would bus the girls up to Fort Devens for dances. And that's how I met her.
Claude and Marita spent just 4 weekends together in 1953, right before he shipped off to Germany with the Army. They never talked again until Claude found Marita's phone number in 2009.
I said, "You can't guess who this is." She said, "Claude Frabel?" Amazing. And she had remembered my voice for that length of time.
They chatted regularly and exchanged pictures of their families, but haven't seen each other since the 1950s.
She just is flying in right now to SeaTac.
Claude landed this special date thanks to help from his independent living community. Marita lives at Revel in Scottsdale, Arizona, and the company paid for this reunion.
70 years of anticipation.
And after all that waiting, Marita showed up 20 minutes early.
That's what you're waiting for.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Hold on. I gotta put a microphone on you.
Even the guest of honor can't wait.
Hold on.
Did you see how excited she was?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is cute. Hey, Claude.
It's time.
Your sweetheart's here.
Finally.
Let's go get her.
It's happening.
Welcome, welcome.